Hey guys, this is a follow-up topic for the previous video about the difference between dating and marriage, and because you cannot possibly to pack such an abstruse topic since the dawn of humanity into 10 minutes. So obviously there's a part two of it, because there's quite a few things I would like to add about what I said in the previous video. Yeah, just to begin with, the thing about well, there's a difference between the dating and marriage, but there's also a similarity, because usually the dating is something that leads to the ultimate matrimony institution. And by that, actually, I need to make a point, is that actually a lifetime marriage is something of a whimsical imagination made by organized religion. Organized religion meaning that, including in China, it's Confucianism. It's actually, Confucianism is a religion, believe it or not, or just like Hinduism is for all the Indians and the church, basically. What the difference is, and the similarity is, that you make a companionship, which is like a friendship, like you made a new friend that you really enjoyed. But the difference is, say, for dating, let's say, for very simple reasons, is that at least both parties are on the equal terms. And especially in a dating relationship, just like I said in the previous, is that sex is a huge sensual chemistry that both enjoy and both want it very much for the time being. However, in a marriage, that only if you're so foolish enough that saying that you want to indulge that kind of sensation of a pleasure with your spouse in a lifelong marriage, it's completely ridiculous. It's not gonna happen. In a marriage, sex is only happening because you want to make offspring for your next generations, or just however they feel like it, and almost feel like that there's no sex in the marriage, not the way that it was happening in the dating, because it become unnecessary, and to the point that I feel like it was like an abuse, almost like a rape, because there's no point to give it. A man wants it, and the woman do not want to give it, or unless on some kind of making a deal, almost like making a business transaction, because so I give you this, you need to do that. So you do a tons of shit that you don't want to, and then just only to get the nookie at the end of the day for a little short while. And it is something that we don't talk about among married men, because it's never the same. To follow up what I was saying about the similarity of dating leading up to marriage, it was become it was a friendship. However, to define friendship or companionship, a friendship, look, I'm not talking about with relationship with your parents or with your grandparents. That's totally different, because marriage is two strangers met and become friends, become companions, and made a deal initially for the pleasure of it, and then ultimately get into a contract relations, and which is the marriage. But there's the nuance of the definition of friendship, according to Aristotle. Aristotle says there's three different types of friendship. The first one is friendship according to pleasure, because both people are being happy being together. And that's just like when you're a child, when you're in kindergarten, when you're in elementary school, that it's very easy for you to make friends, and because there was a pleasure of it to play together. That's how dating was like, just to play together. However, Aristotle says that this pleasure will not last forever. And that's why when you go to high school and college and you pretty much separate with your elementary friends and companionship, because that pleasure is no longer there, or maybe you grow up separate ways, and that's what dating is like. The second one is friendship for profits, for benefits, for mutual benefits, because always there's a saying called "one like friends who has friends." Yeah, of course, because there's a benefit in it. So when you're in college, especially in social networking, because there's a benefit in there, and or the profit to make in there, because you have connections, you have friends, and this is almost just like in a marriage situation, because I've been married once, and it was because people ask you what are you made of and things like that, and then because I was married to a girl who was a foreign student, and I am a U.S. citizen, and obviously there is a profit to make. So obviously when she married me and she got her legal status, everything, she got her green cards and things like that. So that is a benefit, a profit in there, just how you make friends, how you make a marriage. But however, once that benefit is made, that profit is made, and this contract is seized once up until that point. And this is why I was just only married for 1 year, and then she ran off. Just that because there's no longer that benefits, that profit to make anymore. And this is why say women marry rich men, because there is a benefit in there. There's a profit. And let's be adults. We're not stupid. We're not children and things like that. See, this is two type of friendship that also apply to dating and marriage. However, Aristotle said the final, the ultimate, the ne plus ultra relation, friendship, companionship is something what he called, only that you can define it in Greek, it's called kaloi kakathoi. It's very hard to translate, but what it literally means, it means the beautiful and the good. And this is why how you maintain a true friendship or something, or marriage, or a romantic relationship that you truly can maintain. It means it's really hard to translate. It means you're on the moral high ground that you don't really even need to see each other all the times, and that friendship's built on some kind of a moral high ground. Just like I think about my true friendship with some of my best friends. I don't really see them. I see them maybe once a year because they're in Hong Kong, and we have a huge age difference. However, that really make it work for a lifetime. And the true thing, I think, applied to marriage as well. And it's called something good to remember. It's called the kaloi kagathoi. It's a Greek word. Yeah, so this is a follow-up.